All righty, guys. Thanks for being here. First of all, thank you to Eagle Nation. On Family Weekend, our students, our families, our alumni, and our fans showed up. That's why it makes it so hard for opponents to come in here and play at Paulson. The energy that's here is just electric, especially a night game. You turn that light off in the fourth quarter, I mean, it gives everybody chills. So credit to Eagle Nation first. I thought it was a good team win. I really did. Anytime you come off the road, you're fighting against human nature, not necessarily an opponent, but the human nature of wanting to take a deep breath, and that's not college football. A really good, well-coached team by Coach Berry, who had played two really close games. I thought played efficient football offensively, and defensively did a nice job. I really am proud of all three phases. I thought offensively to secure the football and not make the critical error while still scoring 6 touchdowns was ultra important. Love to have that field goal in the red zone and go be perfect, but we missed that one. Hopefully we'll get it next week. Defensively, it was about shutting down the run. I was nervous coming into this ball game because they had really used their run game, and then you look up and it's 31 carries for only 112 yards. So really efficient run defense tonight. And then I can't say enough about our special teams right now. Maybe the all-star on the team. Between Alex Smith, who netted I think over 50 yards tonight. I don't know when the last time that has happened, but netted over 50 yards. DeAndre Buchanan continues to set field position with the kickoff return team. And then our kickoff coverage team 2 times inside the 20, one time at the 6, are just doing a magnificent job of being able to have field position. Not a lot of plays tonight offensively. Wish we could have had some more, but, maybe the next time. Good win, and we'll take this one and move on and try to get to 1-0 next week.
Coach, your offense, your assessment of how they work today. I know you mentioned efficient, not turning the ball over, which has been huge for the last 3 straight games. Pass for 211, rush for 140.
Yeah, you didn't get a ton of opportunities because I thought they did a nice job efficiently on their side of the ball. They end up making some third downs, making some fourth downs that kept drives alive. And so you didn't have it a ton of time. Only 5 drives in the first half. We scored on 3 of them without turning the ball over. You get up 21-7. I thought a key moment in the game, again, was coming out in that second half. We were getting the stop right before half with our defense and then being able to take the ball right down to get it to 28-7. Then you get the pick 6 by Tracy Hill. Overall, it was a really efficient night offensively. 33 carries, 24 passes, really balanced offense, and no critical errors while scoring 6 touchdowns. So, obviously, we'll never be perfect. We fight for perfection. There'll be things that I'll want to correct tonight, but we'll get after it tomorrow. But proud of the offense. I thought it was an efficient night, Josh.
Defensively, when you take a look at the pick 6 by Tracy Hill, someone who has worked his way up in this program, how special was that? And also knowing that the non-offensive touchdown was one of your favorites.
Well, I'm going to tell you, there's Jesus Christ, Miss Angela, and non-offensive touchdowns in that, sometimes in that order. It's to be able to truly separate yourself. We talked about it at halftime. The one thing that we hadn't had in the game was a turnover. We talked about, hey, we've got to come out, score on this opening drive, get that 3-score lead, and then be able to get that critical turnover, and we did. And Tracy, so proud for him running down the sideline. I've never seen a group of teammates just so happy for a young man. So neat to see, neat part of the game.
On Monday, you mentioned that it's not always easy coming off emotional games.
Yeah.
You had 2 of those in back-to-back weeks. How did you see your guys handle that this week, and then how they proved it tonight?
Yeah, I was really proud of every person in here. I challenged them. We challenged each other on Friday at practice that, we have 188 souls in this building, and everybody has a role, and your role is identified for this game, and whatever that role is, we need you to accept it, and we need you to star in it. And that's what everybody did. No matter what it was, they starred in their role, whether you were a starter, whether you were a backup, whether you were on special teams making a play, whether you were on the sideline bringing energy. I thought everybody did, and credit to the coordinators and the position coaches because they drove it home all week, because it's so easy with a football team to be able to take that deep breath, and then you don't come out and play like you're supposed to your standard. And this was a critical point, I think, in our season. People may not look at it like that, but this is the game that you set your standard, and then you try to carry it for the rest of the year. You want to improve each and every game, and we've improved each and every game thus far. Now we got to go do another one against a really tough opponent.
Coach, you had mentioned that Jalen was a little banged up
Mhm.
and you gutted it through for the week.
Mhm.
13 carries, 41 yards,
Mhm.
he did have 2 touchdowns.
Mhm.
How do you feel like his progress is going?
Yeah, I mean, just a warrior. I mean, he's not 100%, but we need him. You see what he brings to the table, not only in tough running, but in those goal line runs. I mean, just magnificent by him, and really good by the offensive line. Our heavy packages down there are really paying off, and Jalen's a huge part of that. You know, you're always going to be one short down there. There's always going to be one defender, and I'll bet my whole life on 25 when it's one-on-one. And he got 2 opportunities down there, and he got us 2 touchdowns.
The 25% mark of the regular season already. Do you feel like this team is where you want it to be, and what will the next 3 weeks look like?
It's never where you want it to be. What I wanted to be able to see is us take another step forward, and our guys did in this game. They took another step forward and continue to improve, continue to get better, and playing really good team football right now, and that makes you happy as a head coach.